If I could sit in front of you, not as a teacher, not as someone who figured it out, but just as a man who suffered, and you ask me, what did life really teach you? I wouldn't talk about success. I wouldn't talk about money. I wouldn't talk about achievement. What I would tell you is this. For most of my life, I was searching, and I didn't even know what I was searching for. I searched in relationships. I searched in success. I searched in becoming better, stronger, smarter, even wiser. I searched for peace, happiness, and freedom. But I was searching outside for something that was already within me. And that misunderstanding caused so much suffering because I believed I was a person. I believed I was incomplete, a person who had to become someone. And that belief never let me rest. From a young age, I learned who I was supposed to be. Society teaches you quickly, be strong, be successful, be impressive. You have to fit in. Don't be too much. Don't be too little. And without realizing it, I built myself to somehow survive the world. I built a character, a version of me that could function, that could be somehow respected, that could belong somehow. And slowly, I forgot it was a construction. I believed I was the mask. I believed I was the story. My name, my history, my wounds, my achievements, my failures. But that me was just thoughts, memories of yesterday, images of tomorrow, and thoughts never stay. Yet I built my entire identity on something somehow unstable. And because of that, I was always managing myself somehow, improving myself, judging myself, always comparing myself. Never enough, never finished, never at peace. And the ego is deeply exhausting. It always says, just one more step, just one more success, just a little more recognition. But even when I somehow achieved something, the emptiness returned. Even when I was praised, the insecurity remained. Even when I felt spiritual, there was still someone trying to become enlightened. And one day, I got tired of this. Not depressed, not broken, just deeply tired of searching, of somehow chasing myself, tired of trying to become someone. And in that exhaustion, something somehow cracked open. I stopped trying to fix myself for a moment, and I noticed something simple. Thoughts were just happening, feelings were moving, life was unfolding, but the one who was trying to control everything couldn't be found. There was thinking, but no finger I could locate. There was emotion, but no solid me inside it. There was experience, but no central manager. And that realization didn't feel somehow dramatic. It felt like relief, like put it down a weight I didn't know I was carrying. And in that relief, I profoundly understood something. There is a treasure inside you. And this is not a metaphor, not an idea. It's a living reality. And this treasure is the only thing you have ever truly been searching for. Because every desire, every ambition, every relationships, every spiritual practice, all of it was an attempt to return to this. And very few speak about it, honestly. But more and more people are somehow discovering this truth. More and more are realizing that what they were searching in the world was already here. This treasure is not something you gain. It's what remains when the full self relaxes. Awakening wasn't becoming special. It was simply discovering that nothing was missing. It was the end of pretending to be small, the end of believing I was incomplete. And what remained was truly simple. Presence, stillness, a quiet okayness. Not because life became somehow perfect, but because the one who was arguing with life was seen as an idea. If I could leave you with something from these 37 years, it would be this. The treasure you are looking for is not ahead of you, is not in front of you. It's not in the next achievement. It's not in becoming someone better. It's what you are before the story begins, before society shapes you, before you tried to fit in, before you tried to matter. And maybe you are not a broken person trying to fix yourself. Maybe you are life itself that forgot it was already whole and complete. And maybe this life is simply the journey of remembering and finally resting as what you have always been. And if you feel called to go deeper into this, you can feel free to subscribe. Much love.